the name of one of my songs. Some other people ought to listen to it and learn to sing along. It explains the throng of the wrong end. What I do about the cantankerous children. Cantankerous children roll up in here. Think they can move me or inspire some fear. Think they can dictate the course of things. They do not understand these things. Still waiting for name. What should we call you? Waiting for name. You are a fun one, waiting for name. An interesting change of the same. Interesting for right now at least. Hippie and smooth. Well, it has a rattle in here somewhere. That's probably maybe I'm on the buttons of my jacket actually. There can be a rattle in there. It's a pretty nice sounding guitar overall. The intonation is not perfect anymore. I think I dropped it or something. Waiting for name. If you'd like to get on the mic or camera, I'd be happy to chat with you. At the moment, I was fiddling with the guitar. As a pastime, I suppose. My ass. You call those storms? Where is the rain? Those drizzles don't count. I drizzle more when I pee in the sink. And it's just the right height to catch all those extraordinary splatters. And when I'm done, I'll go outside and climb a ladder. I will go outside, pour me a bucket and pour water inside. And I'll say, hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom? Hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom? Hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom on me? Bernie Sanders, my ass, he's just a socialist who's confused. And yeah, he seems like a really nice guy, and I don't doubt he cares about the Jews. Not that that's a plank on his campaign. Anti-Semitism's not that big a problem, but if you want to talk about problems, well, man, Bernie Sanders got a lot to take the money from the folks who earn it, give it to the folks who don't. It's the Bernie idea, and that'll be the best on to economy collapses thanks to his ill-advised policy. So that's when you move up to Canada, where they do commie much better. Well, it's still a stupid idea either way, but at least you'll be commie in a sweater. 'Cause with El Nino here and no rain a falling, I got to wonder why. El Nino here and no rain a falling, I got to wonder why. And I'll say, hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom? Hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom? Hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom on me. Unify. One of the core mottos, I think, of talking to Finnish people, from my perspective anyway, not that I intend to impose it on anybody, but is no expectations, no stems, no steeds, no stress. People should come and go as they please. And to the extent that, I mean, I think people's moods change. People will probably drift away and come back, as long as everybody knows that they're welcome to do that. I don't care, I never expected anything in the first place, is my general message on that. Did waiting for name leave? I was just getting ready to chat with him. Well, that's good enough reason for me. You ain't got to justify anything to me, Elsie. You want solvency, Elsie? Well, this is an interesting turn of events. I'm waiting for name as Demon Windu. Unify. That was obvious right away. To me, anyway, because I'm up on all his comments. I get the little notification on every comment, so I'm aware of his current state of being. As far as Elsie, I don't know what that is, but as I've indicated before, I don't know quite what to make of Elsie from the get-go. She's a bit of an enigma. Like I said, I withhold judgment. I think she mentioned earlier not liking being doubted in some regard. So she may view my lack of committal about things as doubt. I don't know. Just a guess.
is killing me.
Kevin? Hello, Kevin. How are you?
No, it's me.
What's that?
No, it's me.
Oh, it's Unify. You're not Kevin. And so, this is one of the interesting ways in which I think GoToMeeting develops is, you know, people people have evolving relationships with it, right? I've heard several people already tell me they feel like addicted to it. I do too. So I don't know. Um, I
What
guess
do
my
they feel
main
addicted to?
to to go to meeting basically.
Mm.
I mean, it depends on my mood, obviously, but there are times when I'm feeling restless where I find myself just sort of automatically gravitating to this. It occupies a certain amount of time. I often try to fool myself and think I'm going to clean while I'm doing this or something else. Or I just come to check in and I find myself sitting here wondering, huh, what do I do with this?
Yeah, me too. Fucking sleepy.
Sleepy?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Did you work?
Yeah, just got off.
It's got to be 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
So is the place you work open 24 hours?
no. We closed at 2 and we worked for about 3 hours cleaning and shit.
Hmm. Well, at least you don't have to deal with customers during that period of time.
Yeah, very true. And then I come here and I like figuring shit out.
Well,
And even I can't figure it out.
according to Elsie, there's no figuring it out. That there's no more insight to be found here than anyplace else. Not that I ever said that you were going to figure anything out here, but I'd like to think that there's, at the very least, a freedom to attempt to do so.
Yeah, the type of person that won't let stuff go until I figure it out.
Well, what's your take on Elsie?
I have no idea.
I
I have
mean,
no idea.
she's been sticking things into the. She's been, you know, throwing down little movers the whole time, right? Disruptors, little things that cause people to move one direction or another. And this is consistent with that pattern of behavior. I don't know. It's that's fine, Elsie. Like I said, you do what you want. Um, But like I said, that would be consistent with throwing shit down that causes a reaction.
Yeah.
I mean, you seem pretty good with words to me. Well, I'd say to anybody giving up, I would ask them what their success criteria is, right? Or are. Otherwise, it's hard to know what you're giving up on or how close you are to the goal.
Go ahead, Nick.
What'd you say?
Go ahead.
I don't have anything to say.
I'm at a loss for words.
Well, what do you think a purposeful course of action for any given human being would be if you had to define a universal course of action? Granted that probably no universal course of action is adequate because people need individuated courses of action. But if you had to try to define one so broadly that it would apply to anybody, what would it be?
That's probably I don't think I can. I'd have to step back and really think about that for probably at least 24 hours before I formulated something worthy of sharing.
Hmm. Doesn't it seem a pretty core question?
Yeah, no, it hit somewhere around there.
Kind of vague. I don't know.
Do you have any notions of a universal unify?
Explain. Explain
Well,
more.
what I mean is, if you were going to give one piece of life advice that you had to try to make it so broad that it applied to everybody, what is the a broad piece of life advice that you could give that you think would actually work as something that would apply to everybody?